This update on the 70th running of the GCI Open North American Sled Dog Championship is brought to you by Tanana Valley Television and Radio.
I'm with Mark Hardin from Canada. Welcome back to you and your family, Mark.
Thank you.
You had a nice long trip up here. You've been up here how long now?
We got here right at the beginning of March. So been training and getting ready for this race.
And how do your dogs look?
They look good. We just had them loose dropped for about a half an hour, and they've been running around and playing, and everybody's feeling good and happy and healthy, and we're really looking forward to the race today.
Awesome. How was the trail, in your opinion, when you went around yesterday?
Well, that was a nice opportunity to be able to go around and preview the trail. And, we had heard rumors that the snow conditions weren't very good in Alaska, but the groomers and the club has done an amazing job on the trail. The only areas I had some concern with was there's one section about 4 miles out that had a little bit of overflow, but that's been marked really well, and they've shoveled snow over it and prepared it as well as they can. And then I was a little concerned that possibly the golf course might be soft just because it hasn't had much traffic on the trail. But when we went around yesterday, it looked fine, so hopefully it'll stand up in the heat.
And you always bring your family with you, which is awesome. Your daughter beat me in the limited. Do they have any expectations to run the Open maybe when they're 18?
Well, they'd absolutely love to. They're part of everything we do in the kennel. They're instrumental in helping raise and train puppies and harness break dogs, and they do most of the training runs with us, and it really is a family affair. So the only thing holding them back from competing in most of these races is their age, because there's age restrictions.
Well, I think it's great to see them out there driving with you and ski joring and stuff. So good luck today, and we'll talk to you after it's over.
Thank you very much.
I'm with Joe Byfeld from Huslia. Joe, tell me about your team.
We have 15 dogs, and 12 of them are Atla sled dogs, and 3 are from Huslia, Floyd Vent Sr.
That's awesome, and we're memorializing George Atla today, and he was pretty instrumental in your running dogs. Is that correct?
Yeah, he was my coach and really my inspiration for everything what I'm doing in the training, and he was always there with me, and we'd train together.
What did you think of the trail when you ran around?
I thought it was good. It was, there's one groomed trail and pretty flat. I thought it was good compared to the trails we've been on all season.
Well, that's awesome. Have a great race today, and we'll see you after it's over.
Alrighty, thank you.
Thank you. Jack Berry from Homer, Alaska. Jack, tell me about your training this year.
Oh, we've actually had a different type of training than ever. We haven't had any snow this year. I think 5 inches is all we've had in warm weather, and but we have a lot of miles on them. We have over 1,000 miles on them, and we've been up here for 3 weeks training, so they're looking really good.
Awesome. How many ONACs does this make for you?
I really don't know. This is like 4, I think. Not positive. 4 or 5.
And you've done how many rondies?
5.
And how many Iditarods?
6.
So you're pretty into this.
And 6 Yukon Quests.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Like sprint much better?
It's different. I did the long distance when I was younger, and I'm glad because I was younger. Now I'm 58 years old, and it's nice to sleep in a hotel and go fast. So I'm enjoying sprint mushing now, yes.
It's nice to have your training runs done in an hour.
Yeah, and be all done by noon, yep.
Right. Well, good luck today, Jack. Any concerns about the heat?
No, actually, unfortunately, this is what we've trained in all winter, is warm weather. My dogs are used to this kind of weather, actually, so I have no concerns really about that.
And it looks like most of your dogs were pretty short-coated, so that's going to be a help to them, although they're black.
Yeah.
That might be an issue, but they're pretty short-coated, so I think that'll probably help you some today.
Yeah, they all handle heat really well, so it'll be good, I'm hoping. I go out last, so I don't have no worries about anyone behind me. I just have to focus in front and pick teams off.
All right, Jack, have a great race.
Thank you.
I'm with Emily N Trickin from Fairbanks. Welcome, Emily. You're the only one of 2 women in this race this year. How does the team look this year?
I am pretty stoked. They're raring to go. They've been hanging out in the dog yard, all amped up. I'm a little bit nervous about the heat, but this is only my 2nd year racing this race, so I'm still pretty new at it. I feel like I have a better, more prepared team this year. They're super young. I've got 5 yearlings in the team, and the rest of them are 2-year-olds, and I'll be running 13 dogs. So we're young and amped up and ready for it. At least I hope so.
Well, I'm looking at you to be a great contender because you finished so high last year. You've done really well in your races that you've done this year. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what you can do this year.
I hope I can please you, Paula, but that also makes me a bit nervous too because I definitely have some higher expectations from people of placing high. I hope so. You know, the dogs and I have been working really hard all year. I just started with 14 dogs in training this year, and I'm down to 13. So I've had a lot of intimate time with each individual dog that's on the dog truck right now to keep them going, to keep them healthy, and to have them be here racing. Yeah, I love them. They're my life. They're my world. We spend lots of time together. So here we go. This is a time to shine, hopefully. But anything can happen out there.
Well, good luck to you. Congratulations for making it to do this, and we really look forward to seeing what you're going to do this year. So
Okay, great.
we'll see you afterwards.
Great,
Thank you. Hi, I'm with James Wheeler from Kenai. Welcome up to where we have snow.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
You've been up here how long?
About 2 weeks now.
So you've gotten some good training in then.
Yeah, we stopped at Montana Creek and then came up here and trained, and then at Koch for a little bit. And so we've had the last 4 weeks, we've had some training.
And this is your 2nd ONAC?
Yep. Last year was my first.
And you did really well last
I
year.
had a really nice run last year and got 3rd. Yep.
That's awesome. Think you can do that and better this year?
I hope to. I got a lot of young dogs though, so it's kind of a different team, but some of my best dogs are with me from last year, and I think the young dogs are good, so hopefully, touch wood, I'll do close to as well.
How about the heat? Do you think the heat's going to bother your dogs?
Not any more than anybody else's. We've been training on the Kenai Peninsula where it hasn't been below freezing a lot of the winter. So we do a lot of 4-wheeler running, and I think they'll be fine on that. And the trail's mostly shady, so not so stressed about the heat yet. We'll see when I start at 2 o'clock how it goes.
Well, we're glad you came back up for this race, and good luck today. And we'll talk to you after it's over. Thank
Great,
you.
Thanks. Bye.
I'm with John Erhart, another one of our mushers from Tanana, Alaska. How does it feel to be back again, John?
It feels good. Happy to be here.
How was training this year?
Training was pretty good. Wasn't bad. It wasn't that bad. It was warm, But we got a foot of snow, and then I was able to get them on a sled right after Christmas. So
That's pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah. How was the trail run around yesterday?
It was good. It looks hard and fast.
Good. How many dogs?
14.
And you're all ready. How many ONACs does this make for you, John?
I think this is 6 or 7.
Okay. And you've done how many Ronnies? 20?
Maybe 10.
10? 10?
Yeah.
And you've been racing you've been running dogs since you were knee-high to a grasshopper.
Yes. Yep.
And how does the kennel look at home?
Looks good. I got 20. I got 24 on the truck, and I think I got 30 some old dogs and puppies at home.
Cool. So you're all psyched and ready for this?
Yes, I'm happy.
All right.
It
Thanks.
should be fun. It's going to be a warm one.
It will be a warm one. Take your water bottle.
Yes.
Thanks, John. Have a good
You bet.
run.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm with Marvin Cochran from North Pole, Alaska. Marvin, this is how many ONACs for you?
I never counted them. Scared to.
And you won ONAC when?
1988.
Awesome. So almost since the start of this, have you been around, right?
No, no, not really. It started in the North American started in '48, I think, after World War II. But it used to be the Fairbanks Dog Derby, and I was born in 1955, so it's been around for a while.
Yeah.
But my dad and his uncles They all raced it. They've been around ever since the start there.
And this was the race to come to even prior to the Iditarod, because Herbie Nyakpuk ran this race.
Yeah, there's a lot of interest at one time. It faded a little bit with the Iditarod and Yukon Quest, but you know, I think you know, it's a hard sport because you need such good athletes. You know, they have to have the speed and the endurance the running endurance to hold that speed up there. You know, so it's more intense because of that. You know, I mean, the races, the dogs are such fine athletes, you know, to be running that kind of speed and everything, you know, that it takes to win this kind of race, you know. And it ain't easy to come by, you know. It ain't easy to come by that kind of speed. Sometimes you have the endurance and you don't have the speed, and sometimes you have the speed and you don't have the endurance.
Right.
So and then if you have those two, you got to have dogs with the head that could do it, you know, keep it all together. So, you know, it's pretty hard to do.
Do you think the heat's going to affect your team today?
Yeah, it'll affect everybody in different ways, you know. It'll affect the mushers too. Yeah.
How many dogs are you bringing out today?
I'm planning on using 16.
Awesome.
Yeah, 16 dogs. I wish everybody luck in the race, and I hope everybody have a safe run, and I wish safety and for the dogs and the mushers here. Sometimes it get a little hairy out there, and everybody's all excited, and dogs are excited, you know, and sometimes things happen that you don't really know what. Hard to keep your head sometimes, you know. Yeah.
Well, good luck in the race today, Marvin. Enjoy the whole weekend, and
Thank
we'll
you
talk
very
to you
much.
later in the weekend.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
very
Hey, I'm with Lena Glad from Streeper Racing Kennels. Welcome back to Alaska, Lena.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are you ready to run the second team today?
Oh, yeah, I am. As ready as you can be, I guess.
Did you go on the drive around yesterday?
I did. The trail looks awesome. Awesome. I'm excited to go out there.
Cool.
Not scary at all.
Now, this would be considered your first ONAC, right?
Yes, it
You're
is.
no rookie to racing, I know, but this is your first ONAC. So are you looking forward to this?
Oh, yes, I am. I ran the Rondi 2008, and I wanted to run this one, but now it's my turn.
Well, that's great. Welcome, and
Thank you.
good luck today.
Thank you.
Jeff Kahn from Esther. Welcome to the ONAC. Jeff, how does your team look today?
Oh, well, I don't know yet. They're wagging their tails and barking, so they're ready to go.
You came off the stage stop. This one's a little faster, so have you been training for speed the past several weeks or a month?
Yeah, it's quite a difference to run this race after stage stop because you're paced down to 12, 14 miles an hour at stage stop, and they remember that speed, and so to get them to go faster, you have to go slower in bigger teams and so forth. And it takes quite a long time. They're also muscled up a little bit differently, so you have to do it very slowly over 3-4 weeks. But I think they're going pretty good now. Maybe not as fast as I'd quite like to have them, but pretty good.
Any concerns on the heat with your team?
It's always nerve-wracking when it's getting up into the 40s or so. But we've seen this in the stage stop and all the dogs I'm running today.
I'm with Ricky Taylor from Fairbanks. Ricky, how's your team look right now?
They look pretty good. The run ain't over, so they really look good. They ain't had a run yet.
What are your expectations for this race?
Oh, I don't know. Like I say, they look pretty decent. The heat, adds a different element to it, but hopefully top 5, Well, we're going to find out. Yeah.
Okay, training's been good for you?
Well, it's been off, kind of a weird year, rain, cold, and no snow, then snow, but it ain't been too bad.
Well, I know your brother Greg was telling me you guys went up to Ptarmigan to do some training, running back to Livengood this year.
Yeah, we wanted to get a couple long runs on them, and then that's right after North Pole, and it snowed, and we didn't want to tear any feet up, so we knew it was good on the road, so we'll see how that strategy works, So.
Well, good luck to you, and we'll see you after the race is over.
Thank you.
Thanks. Hi, I'm with Tommy Bird from Saskatchewan. Tommy, you had a long trip up here, didn't you?
Long trip, 4 days, 3,300 miles.
Wow, what brought you up to the ONAC this year?
Run dog for 30 years, and everybody's dream is to come to Alaska one time or the other before they pack it in.
And so this was your year, huh?
This was our year. This year we decided to do something differently. We usually race in northern Canada, the villages over there. This year we did the Wyoming, the World Championship of the Paul, Cross Lake. Then he said, let's go to Alaska. And here we are.
Well, that's great. How do you think the dogs will handle the heat today?
It might be a little difficult on my team because last race 2 weeks ago was minus 30 in the big lake. I had my big suit. Somebody take that off. I was prepared for this big minus 25 or so weather. So I really don't know. But I think they're pretty tough. They're tough in training, but the heat might get them a little bit. Yeah. But I run my own team like the way I want to run them. Look at my team and the way they're going to perform, and that would be my goal.
Awesome. Well, good luck today, and we're glad you came up. It's awesome you came this far for us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you.
I'm with Nikki Seo, originally from Korea, and he lives in Salcha now. Are you ready for the ONAC this year?
Yes, I moved to 1 year ago from South Korea. I started this sport is 11 years ago, but I have always dreamed for this race. I have always yes. So I'm happy during this race, and with this years, a lot of muscle came to join this join this year this race, and from Canada and Germany and from South Korea, and I'm happy. I'm really happy because it's my heroes here. Yes.
That's pretty awesome. You ran around the trail yesterday?
Yes.
Doing the trail. What did you think of the trail?
Oh, trail is very nice. And I only worry about is weather. It's warm.
Pretty warm for here.
Yes.
Well, good luck, Nikki.
Thank you.
And we're glad you're here.
Thank you so much.
I'm with Don Cousins from Canada. Don, you had quite the adventure getting here, didn't you?
Yes, we did. We have been sitting in the paw for about 2 weeks with the truck in the garage and the dogs at somebody else's house, and never known for sure when we were going to get away, but we finally got away Tuesday morning and the marathon was on.
How many miles did you drive to get here?
In kilometers, we did 4,100 kilometers in 2.5 days, so that's a long ways. We did an all-nighter. The first one was 26 hours straight through to Fort Nelson, and then to White Horse, and then we got in here last night at 10 o'clock.
Well, we are so happy that you made this long marathon run for us, for the ONAC.
Well, my first race here was in 1982, and this being the 70th race and a bit more to it than normal, I just can't miss the North American. We were 3 hours into the trip on Tuesday morning, and Faye says to me, she says, "What are you thinking?" Because at that time we were thinking we were just going home. I said, "I'm planning a trip to Fairbanks, where I'm going to stop and where we're fueling up and where we're going and spending the night," and it worked out good.
Well, thank you, and good luck to you this year, and we're so happy that you came.